Hello, peeps. Welcome to another episode of Boundless. This is going to be episode 6 of my alts, of my season for my alt. I did actually record this episode once already, but my mic was unplugged, so there's no commentary on it. So I have to re-record it. I want to kind of go over a little bit of some of the things that I did or accomplished in that episode that I did record. Somehow my mic came unplugged, so my kids must have been messing with it, but it's kind of funny because I use a blue snowball, and one of the if you ever look at reviews and stuff for the blue snowball, you'll see some people complain about the extra bright red LED that indicates that it's got power, and it is pretty bright and it's pretty up front and it's pretty tough to miss. But you know, after you make so many videos and get used to just sitting in front of it, you don't even hardly notice it ever anymore. So some of the things that I did was I was able to make some friends. So if I look at my social, I met a player 135-121-8824 and Shadowfax. Now, both of these players I met just basically over on the other side of this hill. There's a little village that's a Christmas themed village. When I logged in, I had noticed that there was a couple people there on my compass, so I went that way, and then I went on an adventure towards the capital city, and I did find my way to the capital city. So let's actually go there now. I do want to go over that part of it because I showed where the capital city was at. I showed some of the portal access to get to some of the other planets. I showed where like Omni Shop was at. So let's interact with this. See, I saved a point location for it, so we can open the portal to there. Oh wow, I'm like way up in the air. Oh, maybe not too bad. So now we are in New Berlyn City, and there's all kinds of different shops and stuff here. Things that you can buy. See, like I can actually buy a spark core. Now this is one thing that I looked at while I was here, and this is something that I actually could buy. It's not that expensive. It's something that I need for my quest or my objective to acquire a spark core. And honestly, this isn't too far out of the realm of a new player being able to do this. This is something that a new player should be able to do, and that would be to, through the use of the objectives and the tutorials, being able to understand the compass and know that this symbol for the capital city, and then heading to the capital city, and then once you get to the capital city, being able to locate shops around in the different builds and stuff for capital city, which in turn would then basically allow you to be able to purchase the different things that you would need to complete your quest or to do whatever you want. Like I could purchase cogs right here, and that could go towards some of the other stuff that I need, instead of grinding out the levels and waiting until I have enough skill points to purchase them or to make the items myself. I could very easily just like I said, it wouldn't be out of the realm of a new player to be able to do this. Otherwise, the other options are down here. See, like I know where this is at, so And in the future too, we'll have signs which will help guide people to the correct spots. So you come down here, you can go to Nashville, and then you can go to Volto, and then you can go to Montine, and then you go up the stairs in Montine, take a right, and then you're at basically at Omni Shop. Now when you're in Omni Shop, Omni sells pretty much everything that a player could ever need. I don't think there's nothing that this guy doesn't sell. So like I know I need some more of these tech fragments, and he sells them for 22C. So there again, it wouldn't be out of the realm. Although this one's a little bit more far-fetched because I am off a totally different planet, gone through a couple different portals. So this is more of a stretch for a new player to be able to locate this. But like he sells spark cores, and his spark cores are 660 coin. He sells all of the different various tools. So you have your workbenches, your mixers, your refinery, compactor, and extractor. I did come here and I did purchase one item from his shop, and that is well, I actually purchased two atheist torches, and that's just to help with visual quality of any of the recordings that I do. If I go in a cave or if I'm out at nighttime or whatever, I want you guys to be able to see what's going on and not necessarily be super dark or have to go by my little basic torch. So I did purchase two atheist torches. Like I said, basically just for recording purposes. So let's head back to New Berlyn City. Now when I first started playing, I got so lost in all of these different portals. And actually, Jeff has been expanding his portal hub around here, and I'm actually going to purchase this token for this, actually maybe for this one. I'm going to purchase this token for this portal hub from his shop stand here. So now I can save that token, and then when I get to a point where I'm needing to build portal conduits and create a portal somewhere, I can create a portal to here, and then I'll have access to the capital city and access to Jeff's portal hub and be able to get back and forth easier. So this is the capital city. Havoc is, I believe Havoc is the mayor. He's the one that does, yeah, Havoc is the person that he's the mayor, and he's been working on expanding it. He's actually on a goal to, he wants to get New Berlyn City to actually make it to city status. It's right now, if you look at it, it says New Berlyn City Village. So it's only technically a village yet, and he wants to get the prestige up enough to actually get it to click over to be a city. So I know he's been expanding it, so that's, I believe, what a lot of these paths are, to be able to allow people to, additional people to come settle here. And who knows, maybe when this little alt gets big enough and he's ready to spread his wings from his starter home, this might be a place where we come live at. But for now, let's head back to, oops, let's head back to our house and see what else we have going on that we can work on. That kind of covered all the basics of things that I on my run to from my house to New Berlyn City. I basically just killed a bunch of different critters, trying to collect as many bones as I can because I need to make some bone extract. I think I needed to make some bone extract. I feel like I needed to make some bone extract. Oh, yes, my warp crystal is done. So I can work on this next quest. What the heck was that? That was not a very good door placement. There we go. Now I have a door. Never mind that you can just walk around the wall, but I have a door. Alright, so let's work on warping to a new world. So we can use an upgraded totem to save a location on another world, and warp conduits placed and connected is 2. So we need warp conduits, which I have 4 of them. I crafted a couple extra. So again, if we look at our objective, it's warping to a new world. So we need to branch out and discover new worlds using warp crystals. Expand your warp capabilities by crafting or purchasing warp crystals from other players. As with your first warp, which is when you first start out in Sanctum, when you first start the game, you do the same basic action when you're leaving Sanctum to your starter planet. So combine the warp crystal with your totem, aim it at a world in the sky, and fire to pinpoint a warp destination. Next, place several warp conduit blocks to build a warp conduit tower. Interact with the tower and choose warp destination. Then select open warp to here and set the warp conduit to your newly pinpointed location. Finally, break the glowing warp conduit to reveal the warp. Travel through a warp to a new world. So we need to use an upgraded totem. So let's upgrade our totem, which just means taking the warp crystal and dropping it onto our totem. So our totem is now loaded. So as we scroll to our totem, we can look up into the different sky. So this is Nashville. I don't know if I want to go to Nashville. So our choices look like it's Nashville or Elapor. Nashville's a little bit more of it's a significantly more hostile and unforgiving planet than Elapor is. So we'll go to Elapor. So we have unnamed settlement, Temple of the Heart, unnamed settlement, Reflections Vale. Also, my neighbor's been doing quite a bit of work on his house here. It's looking pretty good. And with the friends that I did meet and make, I was able to complete some of the other objectives. So if you look at my completed, I completed Warp to a Friend, the Merchant's Trade, those ones that required another player. Try to get up here so I can see maybe just a little bit more of Elapor. Unnamed settlement. I don't know, I was kind of hoping to be able to warp to Elaportis on Elapor, but it's not visible on this side of the planet right now. could be brave enough. Let's see if we can hit. I'm worried that Nashville is going to be a 2-hop or more than a single hop. We could aim for Prozy's portal hub here, and then we could be able to portal our way back. What is that? Reflections Veil. Which way is this planet turning? And is that the only... There's Volto, but I don't know if my warp totem reaches that far. Nope. Oh, this is cool. Let's take that into watching the moon pass in front of Nashville. Gotta love the visuals of this game. I love the ambient sounds and the visuals in this game. It did such an awesome job with that. That's what makes this game, a lot of what makes this game so fun to play. So now I don't see any locations on Elipore. I guess we could just go there and see what we see. Maybe we can see some gleam. How are we doing on oof? Let's go see if I have any new copper hammers made. It looks like one of my friends that I made is on. I wonder which one it is. Shadowfax is on. Let's go check and see if I have any additional hammers. No. Wouldn't come out of a compactor unless I threw them in there as... Well, we can grab these stone ones. I'm going to throw that in... Actually, no, wait, I have storage. And it's not full. I think in the last episode I did show with the chisel you can actually rotate some of the different tools. Like you can rotate the top of your furnace with the chisel. You can rotate the different sections of your machines with the chisel. Also, the latest update has been released. I do plan on doing more of a in-depth video on it, but basically all of the chisels are changed now. So now, like this used to be the chisel that I think majority of the players actually used was this copper slope chisel. Well, it was just a copper chisel because they were really inexpensive to make, and there was no difference, no real difference between a copper chisel and like a gem chisel. But now there's each resource that you use to craft a chisel is a little bit different in what it does. So now this is a slope chisel, which just makes a slope. And so that's the two shapes that you can make with the slope chisel. So I do plan on doing a little bit more of a update video like I normally put out. So let's throw that in there. I'm going to bring these stone hammers with. And then that way, if we come across some gleam while we're on Elapor, I can harvest some gleam, and then we'd have some stuff to light up the area here. So let's see what we can see for choices. Kind of like going by the lake, so let's shoot for right there. And we're getting shot. Can't see him through the tall grass. Got him. Alright, so now we can place down our 2 warp blocks. 1, 2. And then press E to open up the warp conduit. And then on the warp conduit we have saved locations. We have warp destination for Elapor. So we'll click on that. And it's awaiting world data. And it says cannot open warp to here. So let's close it again and then click on it again. Still saying cannot open. Let's close out of it completely. Hops 1 to 6. Hops 1, 6 blocks required. So we need more blocks. Why is it a one hop? One hop, but it requires 6 blocks and costs 200 coins. Well, let's craft 2 more, I guess. Don't have much choice. Alright, now will we be able to open a warp to it? Okay, here we go. Open warp to here. Now we're going to go to Elapor. We very well might get stuck there. Oh, that's cool. It actually works to put you right next to the lake is where I selected to go to. So we completed that objective. So we'll click on that to collect our reward. And now we have... So we still need to be able to acquire a lock. Building a portal, part 2, the source. Complete your travel package with a source portal. 2-way travel is available with portal conduits when portal conduits are placed in the same pattern for both source and destination portals. Source portals must be filled to remain active. A destination, a little bit of a spelling error there. A destination token must be placed to enable travel. Build a source portal and activate a portal loop. So the portal token that I received from Jeff's portal hub, that's what this is talking about, the destination token. That's what I took out of that shop stand. So now we need to build, so we need to place portal conduits matching the destination. Add the portal token to set the destination, add fuel, and open the portal. The only bad thing is like the portal that I grabbed to use was a 2 block portal, and I need to make a 6 block portal. So I don't know how that's going to work. We'll have to figure that out. I think I'm a ways away from being able to do that one yet. Setting up a request basket. Okay, we're going to track that one now because we have setting up a shop and setting up a request basket. So rich with coin but poor on resource. Solve your item woes with your own request basket and exchange surplus coins for desirable items. A request basket can be crafted in a workbench or purchased from another player. Request baskets are only active when placed within a beaconed area. Once placed, configure the basket to receive the item or type of item you wish to receive. It kind of doesn't flow right. Doesn't sound right. Once placed, configure the basket to receive the item or type of item you wish to receive. Okay, now I guess that makes sense. Then store coin and set your exchange price. Acquire and configure a request basket. Alright, so we are on Elipore though. So maybe let's just take a look around. It's actually pretty. Oh, there's actually one person set up down there. Look at that. If somebody made that tree. I don't know if I've ever seen a tree like that in Boundless. That's got to be a player-made tree. It looks kind of goofy because it's just like one skinny pole up the middle. I hear you, Spitter. One thing we're gonna run into is my ability to actually be able to kill higher tier monster critters for their Oort stones to be able to make Oort shards. Wow, it says it's wild. I've never seen a tree like that though. Oh, you stay over there, Mr. Hopper. Can we kill him before he comes close? No, I can't even. Don't want to get too close to him. Them little buggers blow up. It's your equivalent of a creeper from Minecraft. Couple pieces of meat. Yeah, I've never seen a tree that looks like this with one tall skinny trunk up the middle. That's what made me think it was going to be a player made tree, but it says it's wild. The only thing other thing that I could think of, if it is truly a player made tree, then maybe they made it and then just recently removed their beacon from it. I don't know. Leave a comment on that tree if you've seen other trees like that on Elipore. If anybody's been to Elipore and explored Elipore. Elipore is one of my favorite planets out of the planets. Oh, look at this area. I want this to make a nice little place to build at. It's all nice and flat, overlooking. Actually, it's tiered down, overlooking the landscape. Have a beautiful view. So I've always loved Elipore. Since the first time I went or came to Elipore, and I found, I guess those are game generated trees, because look at all of them that are over here. When I first came to Elipore and found the monuments that are on this planet, and then Gleam, yeah, these are game generated trees. Huh. Oh, I don't know how he didn't hit me. So I need to figure out how we're going to make it back from Elapor. I know I could go back to Sanctum and return that way, but it'll cost me 200 coin. I'm sure that's how I'm gonna end up having to do it, but tough little bugger. There we go. Couple tallow. Yeah, this place is awesome. Got all the shade in here from these trees. Different lighting effects that you get in this game. I'm like in an area, there's like no players, like as I scan around, I know I don't have like I think there's a skill for like an extended, where you can extend the range of your compass. I think it's an exploration, so yeah, right here, triangulate, which increases the compass range by 75%. I don't have that skill obviously because I'm still just leveling up. But as I stand here, I can see where the capital city is, so that's going to be Elaportis is that way. But as I scroll around, there's one portal hub token or icon that way. Otherwise, that's all I see. Alright, got him. Let's actually just return to Sanctum and head back home. I'm going to wrap this episode up, but I want to take a look at what it's going to take for me to make a request basket. So now we're back home. Let's look at our workbench for a request basket. I can't make a request basket. What is it? Oh, it's in the workbench. No, crafting table? Acquire a request basket. Place. Crafted in a workbench or purchased from another player. Is that locked behind a skill though? Equipment crafting? Item crafting. Right, there's what we need. The ability to craft advanced torches and lanterns as well as request baskets. So we need 12 skill points for that one. We need 12 skill points for this one because we need cogs to be able to make the locks. So then we can lock our place. Can we make a shop stand yet? Yes, we can. So I need a plinth. What do I need for a plinth? Any stones. And glue. I need 4 glue. Oh, I have 3 bones. I have 5 bones. I have 4 bones. We need some sap. Do we have any sap? Yes, we do. Let's throw this into Not this furnace. Oh, we have 2 glue. Let's make... Oh, we have to add some more fuel. Alright. Let's start this furnace up. That'll give us 3 glue plus... what's in there. So that'll give us our 4 glue to be able to make our plinth. Because we have the base metal, we have stones, then we'll have glue. We'll be able to make a plinth. And then all we need is plinth and cloth. And I can make cloth now. And it was just 1 cloth, or is it 6 cloth? 6 cloth. Oh, I can make lots of cloth. So let's make like 20. I think that's the max that we can make. So that'll give us like 80 cloth. Hey, we might be able to get one more of these objectives done this episode if these can go fast enough. Let's put these shovels. Can't put them there. All right, so there's a couple seconds left on that. Our glue should be done. So now we should have the glue part for the plinth. We just need the stones, so the stones in there. Craft the plinth. Okay, 3 minutes for that. Oops. That's not my inventory. Cloth we need. So it takes 3. We needed 6, so math would be what, 18? We need 18 fiber extracts. No, we need we need 6, yeah, 18. So that should allow us to do 2. What's a craft time on the cloth? 30 seconds? That ain't too bad. I gotta find a spot for these. This hammer. Let's use our nice Atheist torch to light up the area. There's a minute left on that. 4 more of these. Does that get us 1, 2, 3, 4? So we need 2 more, so that's 6 more. 6 more fiber extracts. See, I I like this part now, so it actually feels like we're actually accomplishing something. We're progressing. Being able to craft new machines, actually complete objectives. It gives you that satisfying feel of progressing. So let's get this last couple cloths out of here. Or fiber extracts, actually, not really cloths. So 30 some seconds. So we should have 5 cloths. Crafting. 14 seconds for this last one. I can't see what the recipe is for the request basket, but I assume that there's cloth in it, so having some additional cloth crafting in here will be good. Plus it gives me experience. Looks like it's 11 XP per cloth crafted. Alright, so we have 5 cloths. So we have what, a minute? Basically 2 minutes left until that's ready, and then we should have enough to make our shop. Well, we're not going to get it completed this episode. It's going to take me 7.5 minutes to craft it, and I'm not going to wait that long. We have completed we completed one objective this episode. So what that'll do is that'll allow me to complete another objective in the next episode. But we will get this thing crafting as soon as this is ready. So another minute. Yeah, some nice little XP bonuses there for doing nothing really super special, just cleaning up a couple things in the house. I do need to figure out some more of what I want to do for my house here, how I want to make it. So we got one more 15 seconds. I want to get that crafting, and then I will end this episode here. So just a couple seconds left. Okay, we got 6 cloths, so now we can make our shop stand. Craft 1. So in 7.5 minutes, I will be able to complete another objective. So I'm going to leave this episode here. Once again, thanks everybody for watching. Hit the like button if you liked what you saw, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I will talk to everybody later. Bye now.